All right, so listen, I got to get this together so I can do this the right way. So let's have this conversation. You should not ever give up on your dreams. You should not ever give up on the things that are going to make you happy. You should not ever give up, period. You're going to be, and when it comes to business, and as you all know, we got event spaces, right? So when it comes to having your event space, you're going to be faced with gatekeepers. You're going to be faced with challenges, whether those challenges look like your city, whether those challenges look like your landlord, whether those challenges look like funding, whether those challenges look like any of these things. You're going to be faced with a bunch of challenges and things that you're going to have to overcome. And you're going to get the feeling that you want to give up. You're going to have fear that it's not going to work. You're going to have uncertainty about whether or not it's going to work out. You're going to doubt yourself because it's going to be hard. But you got to be aware of the FUD, the F-U-D, the fear, the uncertainty, and the doubt. You cannot let that kill your dreams, your hopes. You have to push through whatever it is that it's going to take for you to grow your business, to start your business. And you have to just see it through, whatever it is. Whatever it is that's going to help you get to that next level, you have to see it through. So if you got your event space and you're on the road and you still haven't found the event space yet, see the process through. Don't give up because you've been looking for your space for 2 months, 3 months, and it's about to be fall time and you're thinking that you're not going to find a good location. No, continue. Keep looking for your property, keep looking for the space, keep looking. I want you. Let's push this out so I can talk to you at the end of the table. I want you to keep looking for your event space until you find it. I want you to keep looking or keep pushing to start that business until you're able to do it. I want you to keep writing that book until it's finished. I want you to keep looking for your first client until you get one. I want you to keep going, never stop. That's why this video, I believe I titled it, Why You Shouldn't Ever Stop. Why you must keep going. It is a must because there's always light at the end of the tunnel. It doesn't matter what the situation is. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. So that means that it's dark right now. Right, in life, there are peaks and there are valleys. So your peak is up here, your valley is right here. So the peak is when everything is going great, everything is going good, and the valley is when everything is just going. You're just going through the motions. What you got to understand is that right now you may be in your valley, and that valley may look like you not finding your first location for your event space. That valley may look like no one buying your product or your service if you got a digital or product or a service-based business. That valley may look like you having writer's block if you're writing a book. And you may be wondering why I'm going over those specific 3 things. Well, those are three of the businesses that I have. I'm a self-published author. I've written my own book, written multiple ebooks. I've made money off all of those things. I have an online business. I'm in my event space right now. These things may be hard for you. The process, it may be hard for you. But just because it's hard, is it going to be more difficult for you in the long run to quit now, or is it going to be more difficult for you to see it through? Because you can look back on this entire process, if you quit. You'll look back and you'll think to yourself, I quit. And what's crazy is you never know, say if you put quitting, if quitting was a countdown, and if you were counting down from 10 to 1, say you quit at 3, at 2 could have been your breakthrough. You're always on you never know whether or not you're on the other side of a breakthrough, and that's why it's super important to keep going. That's why I urge you, I absolutely, positively, I urge you, I stress, you must keep going. You must never stop. It's going to be a struggle. Getting your event space is going to be a struggle. It's not going to be the easiest process in the world. But acquiring your event space is actually the easy part of the business. The hardest part of the business is marketing your event space. The hardest part of the business is getting clients consistently. The hardest part of the business is finding your niche within like this already niche market. The hardest part of the business is getting people to consistently say, hey, look, I'm going to book your venue instead of the venue up the street or down the street from you. The hardest part of your online business is getting that is going to be consistently every single month making and generating revenue from your product or your service. You're going to have this control group where you're going to have to figure out why people are actually going to buy from you. The hardest part of writing your book is going to be getting the courage to actually put those thoughts out there to sell the book. But again, on the other side of all of those things, those three things that I just discussed that were just like the hardest part of those three things, is it going to be a lot harder for you to quit? I think it's going to be a lot harder for you if you quit any of those three things. I think it'd be a lot more difficult if you quit any of those three things. So I want you to just keep going. And it may look dark, it may look difficult, it may look like, no one's on your side right now. It may look like there's no hope right now. It may honestly look like, maybe you've been looking for months, maybe you've been looking for 6 months for your event space. Maybe you've been trying to acquire clients for 6 months. Maybe you've been trying to make your first sale for the last 5 months, for the last year. What you got to ask yourself though is that, what do you really want? Because what you have to understand is that alongside of not ever giving up on yourself and your ideas, on the other side of that, you also must focus on what you want, the outcome that you want, what you want to actually happen. Like, do you want to actually find a location, or are you focusing on how hard it's been finding one and the fact that you haven't found one? Do you want to actually get your first client and multiple clients after that? Or have you been focusing on the factors of the fact that you haven't gotten any clients and it's been, 6 to 8 months? Do you want to, actually finish the book and put your thoughts out there because it's actually going to help someone? Or are you focused on the fact that you think that no one's going to buy your book because you're selling it? Are you letting imposter syndrome weigh you down? Like, are you letting, the thoughts of you're not good enough weigh you down? Or this can't be you, or this shouldn't be you? Because that's another big factor that holds you back and puts you in the state of mind that you're like, well, I don't want to keep going. But you got to beat out imposter syndrome. And the way to do that is to affirm who you are, to know it, to write out every day exactly what you want, to read it aloud, to believe it. You have to believe it. Like, it's not just like, okay, not giving up. You have to believe that you're going to succeed. And you have to understand that a lot of your activities are based off of what you believe. You're only going to do the work if you believe it's going to work out for you. If you don't believe that it's going to work out for you, if you have doubt and you don't do the work, it's because the reason you're not doing the work is because of the fact that you don't believe in yourself. So we need to write out our beliefs, like write out the things that we really want, stick to them, read them aloud, show up for ourselves each and every day. Because if you gave up on yourself, you're not going to get the space. If you give up on yourself, you're not going to see your first $10,000 month within your business. You're not going to see $20,000 in your business. You're not going to see $30,000. You're not going to see $100,000. You're not going to see $1 million. You're not going to see any of these figures in your business. You're not going to be able to set you and your family financially, set yourself and your family to be financially free. You're not going to be able to, retire your mom or retire yourself or walk away from your 9 to 5 or retire your wife, retire your husband, put that extra money up for your kids. Like, you're not going to be able to do these things if you give up today. And this is like a random Thursday, but like someone out there, because this may not be for you, but you may feel as though like it's going to help someone. So share the video, because of the fact that like whoever this is that's struggling, if you are struggling right now, don't give up. I remember going through the process of finding event spaces. And I'm like repeating that process. I remember going through the process of starting an online business. I remember going through the process of writing my first book. I remember going through the process of writing my first ebook, and it wasn't easy. But the reward is always at the end. The reward is not necessarily the money as much as it is like knowing that you can do it and knowing that you're going to provide a solution to people. Because in your event space, you're providing a solution. Your event space, you're actually getting people to come into a location like this location here that we're in. We're in the second room in my space. You're getting people to come in this room, in these rooms, in this 2,000 square foot location, to book it out, to host their parties, host their events. And you're watching the joy on their face because they have a place to celebrate. When you provide a digital product or a digital service-based business, you're helping someone get from point A to point B because your product is solving a problem. When you write your book can be about personal development, it can be about finance, it can be about credit, it can be about health and wellness. Your book is helping people get from point A to point B. So focus on, when times are tough, focus on the fact that if you don't do it, if you don't see the process through, you're not going to be able to help change and transform lives. And I know you want to help change and transform lives, because by you starting your business, whatever it is, whether it's event spaces, Airbnb, online business, self-published author, whatever it is, you're going to start off first by changing and transforming your life, and then everyone in your circle. And your immediate circle, though, I mean like your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, your wife, your sister, your brother. You're gonna start off by being a guiding light to these people, and then that's gonna pour over into other people. It really is. But yes, you're gonna have down times, but you can't, like, that's why you have those peaks and those valleys. So it's just like, I'm gonna end this video by saying that, like, we all have them. Like, a lot of people, they don't show up and they don't tell people about, like, they only show you on what they want you to see on social media. Like, I've went through valleys in all of my businesses. I went through peaks in all of my businesses. I'm gonna go through more valleys in my businesses, but I'm prepared for them, and I accept them because they're just learning experiences. Because if I give up, I'm not just giving up on me. I'm giving up on everybody that looks to me for help, that looks to me for guidance, that looks to me as an authority, as an expert in this space. As an expert in the space of online business, as an expert in the space of event space, as an expert in the space of me being a former real estate agent, as an expert in that space, as an expert in the space in a coaching space, in a copywriting and sales space. But then on top of that, I will be giving up on my inner circle. So start off by asking yourself, whenever you want to give up, are you willing to not just give up on yourself, but are you willing to give up on your inner circle? Your sister, your mother, your brother, your wife, your husband, your kids, your family. Like, do you want to give up on those people? Do you want to give up on your audience? Like, it's a lot more people in this world that look to you for help than you think, and you just don't give up. Like, you just got to keep going. So, thank y'all. Thank you all for watching. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Share this video with somebody who needs it, because, man, like, I'm being honest, like, even though I just came back from I was on like a 3-week vacation, like, that still was a part of that vacation was a valley for me, but it was a valley that I needed to go through. So because you don't go through stuff, you grow through it. So, man, just stay positive, stay committed, and of course, if you need any help with, starting your online business, getting your first event space, if you're more advanced and you already got your event space business, you can always I'm always open for to bring more people into my mentorship family, and to mentor more people, and to get them going and help them start their business and grow their businesses with their event space, with their online business. I'm always willing to help, and with working with me, I mean, I'm actually with you every step of the way, whether that be through, one-on-one calls, or whether that be through our group coaching sessions. Like, I'm there with you because your success is my success, and I want to see I want to see you be successful. So definitely share this video with somebody who needs the encouraging words. And man, I thank y'all for the support in the channel, and I'm gonna continue to show up. I got a bunch of fire content for y'all coming out. The videos are being edited as we speak. I got a bunch of fire content for y'all over the last couple of weeks on event spaces, on online business, on just starting and growing your business. So like, stay tuned. Thank y'all. Peace and blessings. We are on the road to 1 million subscribers, but we got to get to 1,000 first. So help me get there by hitting that subscribe button. Thank y'all for tuning in to Creating Habits. This was, I don't know, I felt that I just have to leave y'all with this message. As I just got done getting some renovation work done on my event space. So just looking around, like the process has been long, but well worth it. So thank y'all. Peace and blessings.